Hey, this is Martin Newell. I'm presenting the game project. It's the World War II zombies. My partner was Jonathan Crawford. And here we go. I get to show off what we did in our game. Let's see, screen share. Nazi zombies. All right, it's working, cool. So the first thing that I wanted to show is the array that we created for the map class. And what we did, we have the create map. It's a 5x5. We have our scenes and the locations, public map. It goes through here and creates the various rows up till 5, 0 to 4. If there's an error, then it shows that. And then later on, it shows the rows. It goes through and it creates the columns, and it sends all that to the location so that everything there will go through and be good. Then for an array list, we have the inventory, because the array, let's see. Array, it can change the length, but it can't change the various types within the array. And that's what the map class is good for. You can create a bigger or smaller map, but you have the same exact items within it. And then game control for inventory, we can have various characters sorted out. We can have the med pack, we can have the grenades, we can have the metal for a bomb casing and the explosives for the bomb that we have in our game. And then for enum, we have the actor class because there's a fixed number and they're all the same. We have 4 different people. Technically, there's supposed to be 2 riflemen, but we have 5 people. They're all the same type, and that will not change. The characters can't be killed off in the game. So it makes it perfect for the enum because that won't change at all. Then going back through the inventory class, we have the way that it goes through the inventory. It just goes through here it just goes through the inventory list length for a certain item. It gets the description, displays that description whenever it calls the inventory. So that is how we did the 4 looking through an array with the 4. And then, darn, I didn't have it pulled up. There we go. And then this is a good example of how we handled the exceptions. This is what you helped me on. I liked this example simply because as I went through trying to troubleshoot it all, I took out various parts of the code and put in other parts. And what I liked about it was down here, I believe. Yes, down here. It would actually say exactly what the error was. Before, when I took out that part of the code, it was actually just saying that there was an error there, but it wouldn't be specific. And then with this in there, it was actually going through and saying, oh, here it is, yeah. I was actually going through and saying, hey, this is the specific error, and it's here. Instead of just the general, there's an error in this class. It was a little more specific, allowed me to at least start the troubleshooting process, which I did need some help on, but I'd like to think that this helped a little bit. And then, since this is the very start of the game, this goes into getting character files, character streams from the string, what we enter in the keyboard. And that is what actually drives the menus forward. The menus will actually read, use the buffered reader, print writer, and it will actually read what you put in from the keyboard. And that's what determines the selections and what drives them all forward. And the character stream is actually better for that from the byte stream. simply because character stream is suited for the characters from the keyboard. And a byte stream is simply whatever byte you want to throw at it, it will read that. Character stream is a little more specific and it's perfectly suited for the keyboard, which is what we use to drive it forward. A byte stream would be used, I believe, more for the map, throwing out a specific location, or the ID of an item in your inventory. And then as we go through the game, we'll actually get the save game functions. We're down here where it says save current game, we'll enter the location where it wants to save the game. Then it'll get the input from the keyboard, from the character stream. And down here, it'll actually get the save current game function. From the get current game, it'll get the file path, and it will save whatever is under the get current game method to the file path that we specified, so that later on, when we do the continue saved game function here, it will actually go to wherever the game was saved. It will get that, and it will start from that point. And yes, that in a nutshell is our game. Right now here when we start it up, just a second while it begins to run. There we go, we have the beginning menu, welcome to the jungle. You've been selected for a spy mission. Just say our guy's name is Fred. So main menu, we can go to the help menu. Help menu has game description. We can view the map, we can view the inventory. Let's get the game description. Up here, just a brief recap of it. Your mission, Nazis have created the zombie apocalypse, so you get to go kill Nazi zombies. From here, you could also view map, you could view inventory as you go back through. You would start the new game, which would put your characters, your little squad of soldiers, at the beginning of the map, 1-1. And from there, you would go through and find various components for a bomb. You would find the laboratory that's spewing out all the zombies. You would put the bomb there. After you find a key, there would be code in the program to show what you need for the bomb, how much is from your inventory. And once you find all those, you run a few calculations, you find out if you can actually carry that much, and then you're good. That would be our game in a nutshell. So our game's pretty simple. We had to cut out quite a bit for it. And regrettably, it honestly still doesn't work. We can't get the map or the inventory to connect to everything, and I've been too busy with my other classes to get it all figured out. So is my partner, Jonathan. We haven't had too much time to devote to it outside of class. But yeah, it's been interesting going through all the assignments and actually finding out all these different things that it could do. It was interesting to find out that you could actually create like the print writer and the buffered reader, getting the character stream and actually putting that in the superclass instead of having to write out the print line and the scanner and putting everything into one class instead of writing it out for the dozens of different classes. This is definitely something I look forward to trying out again. Yeah. But that's our game. That's my presentation. Thank you.